Oh shit, I should probably say something on the internet. Let me, can I do that? Oh yeah. Bomb, bomb. Here, over here. Let's do it right now. Oh wait, no, I have to go make a link. I have to get a link. So let's see, dashboard. Look, I'm streaming right now. Content. Look at me live. Look at I'm right here. Oh my God, isn't that awesome? All right, here. Get shareable link. All right. Okay. I had to like edit it a bunch of times. There. Now I'm gonna do it on Facebook. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Look how devious I am. Devious. Next. It is done. See, I did it once. I did all that work. Like, no one's gonna care, right? But like, we can try. All right. So get rid of Facebook. I want to keep this one up for a second. Back to game. My Mr. Kitty Cat's right there looking at me. He's like, I'm your executive producer. Okay. Woo, that was like a bunch of work, man. All right, are we going? We're going. All right. So my goal today is to start a train station. Because I'm like making a train line, and I'm gonna want to make another train line to that other village, because it's pretty far away. So I'm starting to like take control of this little hilltop. I'm gonna use this hilltop as the basis for the remainder of the expansion. Yeah, dude, I want to keep it like. We're in this together. You and me together forever. Ta-da! Alright, so. Yeah, but do you want to do it to this little thing? I don't think so. I kind of like having it like narrow path through the bamboo. That's kind of cool. Kind of cool. All right. So yeah, what's going on? What's going on? Holy shit, there's a lot going on. Holy shit. So more Epstein files came out. And it turns out that Jeffrey Epstein was hanging out with a guy by the name of Chris Poole. Who is Chris Poole? Chris Poole is the owner of, or was the owner of, an infamous website called 4chan. 4chan, if you know, 4chan is like, it's an image board where people post images and write stupid little things. And that's where QAnon came about. You know, remember QAnon? So QAnon, so like, because this means that Jeffrey Epstein and Chris Poole, his name on the internet is moot. M00T moot. And they had all sorts of discussions. Uh, Jeffrey Epstein being like the fucking ringleader of a global elite child sex trafficking ring. Like, I saw this video of a short video that a guy made. I should go grab that because it's like I don't even know how to grab it. I mean, I could probably figure it out, but it would take a bit. And I don't want to do that. I want to play Minecraft. But he's like going over like the scandals that like Chris Poole and Jeffrey Epstein, like, I don't know if they hung out a lot. And on his website 4chan, Chris Poole, or that's where the conspiracy theory of QAnon came about. What was QAnon? QAnon was this internet theory based on anonymous postings on 4chan. So people listened to what anonymous people were saying on 4chan about this. And anonymous people on 4chan, Chris Poole's website, where Jeffrey Epstein hung out, said they came up with this theory that the Democrats had a pedophile ring out of the basement of a pizza parlor in Massachusetts, I think. And they were aborting fetuses and using the blood of aborted fetuses and eating babies and like making the stuff called adrenochrome. Like, all of this, if you want to, like, if you go, whoa, wait a minute, that sounds kind of crazy. Remember the source, right? Remember where it came from. An anonymous internet fucking website, image posting website filled with trolls. That's where it came from. And this idea, and that RFK Jr. was going to come back from the dead. That was the other thing. RFK Jr. was going to come back from the dead. So these people fucking firmly believed it, these QAnon people, to the point where they would get tattoos of it on their bodies. And they fucking saw Trump as the savior who was going to swoop in and save all the children from the evil pedophile Democrat elites who are preying upon them. That was their belief, right? That it sprung up from, and it came from a bunch of anonymous internet postings on 4chan, which is owned by Chris Poole, who hung out with Jeffrey Epstein. So the truth of it is that, yeah, there really is a fucking elite global sex ring used by the fucking global elite, where they groom children and basically sell the children into sex slavery for the elites. And that part was true. But the way that QAnon has been conditioned has been the opposite. Donald Trump was supposed to be the savior of the children, not the person doing the molesting. So that they're never going to believe what they hear in the Epstein files, because they've been conditioned in the opposite direction through this anonymous internet postings. Man, it sounds crazy. It sounds crazy. So that's one of the things. Another one of the things is that Donald Trump fucking gave away the game of what he's going to do to save the election in 2026. Because right? He knows he's going to lose the election in 2026. There was an election in deep red Texas, a statewide, just a state election, not a whatever. But yeah, it was deep red Texas, special election, and the Republicans lost. It flipped blue. That's a canary in the coal mine. That's a canary in the coal mine. It's going to be a massive blue wave because everybody not Republican hates Donald Trump. Republicans love him still, right? But everybody not Republican hates Donald Trump, and that's most of America. So Donald Trump needs to find a way to stay in power because he knows, and Steve Bannon knows, and they all fucking know. They all fucking know. If they ever lose power, they are fucked. They are fucked if they ever lose power. So they have to make sure they never do. So the way that so Donald Trump, he's testing out different ways of how he's gonna make this happen. He's sending in the military. Into well, not the military. He's sending in federal agents, his own private military force, because he's the latest budget that they just expanded. They made ICE the biggest funded group of everybody else. Like if you take all the other agencies, like the Fed, or the FBI, the ATF, the CIA, whatever, you mash them all together, they have less money than ICE. They are gonna, and ICE is an army loyal to Donald Trump. He doesn't. It's not the military, but it's his army. He can send them anywhere he wants to, and they just grew. He just inflated their budget by 7. He's gonna times 7 the size of ICE. And then right now he's occupying Minneapolis. He's been occupying DC. He's occupied Memphis. He hasn't occupied Portland, but he sends goons out from Portland, and they do abductions around here. They're doing the same abductions here that they do in Minneapolis and in St. Paul. So, where was I going with this? Yeah, he's making his own private army of ICE people, right? And then Bondi, AG Bondi, Attorney General Bondi, Pam Bondi, gave away the game and said to Minneapolis, hey, or Minnesota, hey, if you give up your voter rolls, we will withdraw ICE. Oh, so it really wasn't an immigration thing. It was about extorting the voter rolls out of Minnesota. Oh, okay. Why do the feds need the voter rolls? Why do the feds need the voter rolls? They never say. Donald Trump already sent fucking feds down to Georgia. And he sees the votes from I don't know if he sees the votes for 2020, but he's like trying to invent votes in their election. Remember, in 2020, Donald Trump called the Secretary of State of Georgia and said, hey dude, I am fucking losing this state by 11,000 votes. Therefore, you need to find me 11,000 votes out of nowhere, just enough so I can win. Okay? And the guy said no. But there's a lot of white supremacists here, dude. You don't understand how corrupt are the white supremacists. They've absolutely stopped any kind of investigation into what happened there. Donald Trump literally committed election fraud. The fucking president literally committed election fraud. We have it on fucking tape, and they couldn't stop him. They couldn't get him. You have him on tape, and you fucking couldn't get him? That's a corrupt state, dude. The GOP, the Republicans in Georgia, are fucking corrupt. They're basically the Confederacy. I mean, once you understand that they're the reincarnation of the Confederacy, it makes a lot more sense. I mean, of course the Confederates aren't going to stop their fellow Confederate from trying to fuck with the election. They're going to help him try to fuck with the election. That's what they are. They're the Confederacy. Of course they're going to fuck with the election. They're going to do whatever they can while maintaining the pretext to hide behind. So here, let me show you. Listen to Donald Trump. So we know what he's already been doing, right? We already know that he's extorted Minnesota for their voter rolls, and that he claims election fraud with no proof. We have him on tape. You have to hear it first, right? Let me. Trump, Georgia. Real quick.
So, look, all I want to do is this. I just want to find 11,780 votes, which is one more than we have, because we won the state.
Do you see what Donald Trump said? We won the state. So Donald Trump won the state of Georgia. Therefore, you, the Secretary of State of Georgia, have to find me 11,000 votes, because you have to find it, because I already won it. That's what Donald Trump says, right? Because for Donald Trump, it's not about what the people want. That's democracy. Donald Trump says fuck democracy. No, Donald Trump dictates reality, and his underlings scramble to create the facts that will support what he says. Dictatorship. He's a fucking dictator. Like, everyone knows this, right? Everyone knows this. I mean, not everyone. Like, my family, for example, right? I mean, I literally said, hey, it's either me or Trump, and they chose Trump. Wow. Right? So they chose a really, really bad guy over me. I mean, that, which tells me what kind of people they are. Right? I'm like, oh, birds of a feather flock together. Okay, gotcha. So we know Donald Trump has already tried to overthrow the election before. You can hear it. You can hear him in his own voice. So now it's 2026. What's he going to do there?
Renovations, you announced you wanted to build a new and spectacular entertainment complex at the Kennedy Center.
Right.
Do you plan on tearing it down, and how much will all of the renovations cost?
Oh no, that's the wrong one. That one is about Donald Trump. Sorry. This one is about Donald Trump tearing down the Kennedy Center. That was yesterday.
Mr. President, on Texas, a Democrat won your special election.
No. Oh. Here it is. That's the one.
These people were brought to our country to vote.
No, this is not the one. This is him blaming Somali. Yeah. This might be it. So Dan Bongino. Dan Bongino. Was the number 2 command at the FBI, because Donald Trump, when he picks his people to run the government, he doesn't pick people according to their experience. He doesn't pick people according to their aptitude. No, his number 1 goal is to pick people according to loyalty. That's why Kash Patel is number 1 at the FBI, because he's loyal to Donald Trump. And Dan Bongino, how do you say his name? Bongino, Dan Bongino, no, Bongino, Dan Bongino, was number 2 at the FBI, and he quit because he made less money at the FBI than he does doing this. And it was funny because when he was FBI, he was saying all sorts of things that were contradictory to what he was saying when he was working as an opinion host. And people asked him, why aren't you repeating the things that you said when you were an opinion host? And he said, because when I'm with the FBI, I have to say what's actually there. I'm not free to give my opinion on things. I have to say what's actually there. So he went back to being a host, and this is what Donald Trump tells you his plan to take over the election in 2026.
And they vote illegally. And the
lies.
amazing
lies.
that
It's lies. If he had any proof of it, he'd show it, but he doesn't. All he can do is fucking lie, and the racists will eat it up, right? They hear, oh, Somalis, of course they're gonna try to whatever fuck with the election. No, lies. So I'm sorry to disrupt. I have to stop Donald Trump from spreading his bullshit. You know,
we want to take over. We should take over the voting.
Whoa, what?
The voting, and at least think that the Republicans aren't tougher on it. The Republicans should say,
What should the Republicans say?
Want to take over. We should take over the voting, and at least 15 places. The Republicans ought to nationalize the voting. And we have states.
What? Why should the Republicans nationalize the voting? What the fuck is up with that? Why should Republicans nationalize voting? Why, what? That came out of nowhere. Take control of voting in 15 places? Did you hear him? The dude wants to, like, take over elections. He knows he's going to lose, and he needs to find a way to rig it. And that's what he's doing. So, I mean, like, that's his plan, right? I mean, I guess that's his idea. He doesn't really have a plan. He's just kind of winging it. Like, maybe there is a plan, like, because January 6th didn't just happen out of nowhere. They planned that shit out for a long time. So they're for sure trying to figure out how they're going to steal the election in 2026. And one way Donald Trump says is to literally take control of 15 or 16 voting places. And the other way he said is like, oh, I want to take voting away from the states and make it national. Make it centrally controlled. Ah! Why would he want central control of voting? Why? Like, if Joe Biden said, oh, we should take away the voting from the states and centralize it in the federal government, I think the Republicans would be pretty upset by that. Don't you think? Even I would question that. I'm like, you can't fucking do that. The voting is not up to the feds. The voting is up to the states. So that's Donald Trump attempting to centralize control of the vote so he can manipulate it. Did you know that Donald Trump's lackey in the what's it called? The post office, Louis DeJoy, they changed the rules for postmarking. It used to be that your postage was marked like the same day that you dropped it off. But that way they could reliably do mail-in voting, right? Because if you can just drop off your ballot and be ensured that it's going to be postmarked that day that you do it, then mail-in voting works pretty well. So they can try to delay the mail all they want, but it doesn't matter because they're going by the postmark. So that pissed off the Republicans, right? They hate mail-in voting. Republicans are fascists, and Republicans are the Confederates, right? Republicans are the Confederates. Remember, Republicans are opposed to democracy. In general, Republicans are opposed to democracy. They do not want democracy. So they want to do whatever they can to stop democracy from happening, to make as many barriers to voting as possible. Mail-in voting takes away a lot of the traditional Confederate barriers to voting. Confederates used to have all sorts of ways to stop people from voting. There would be poll taxes. There would be, which is like literally a tax you have to pay in order to vote, a poll tax. There would be literacy tests. But the thing it is about the test is that the test was written in such a way that if you were black, you could never pass it, and if you were white, you would always pass it. Yeah, check it out. For example, I can give you an example. This was a real, in the state of Louisiana, this was a real literacy test. This is a test to be given to anyone who cannot prove 5th grade education. Which, you know, if you're a freed slave, or if you're like if you live in a really rural area, didn't have any schools, then like, you know, they can stop you from voting unless you took their test, right? And then, so let's look. You think, well, how hard could this test be, right? So look, do what you are told to do in each statement. Nothing more, nothing less. Be careful, as one wrong answer denotes failure of the whole test. You need to get 100% on this test or you fail. And how many are there? How many questions are there? 13 questions. You need to get it perfect in order to vote. What the fuck? All right. So let's say, all right, well, wait. Let's try to fucking, we're smart, right? Everyone here is smart. We can do this. Like, no problem. So draw a line around the number or letter of this sentence. Well, wait a minute. Wait a minute. So, draw a line. A line. Okay, so a line, you know a line, right? A line is from point A to point B. So you got a line. Ding, a line, right? That's a line. So draw a line around the number. So around, draw a line around. Wait a minute. If you draw a line around, it's not a line, it's a circle. You fail. Did you draw a circle? You failed. It said line. Did you draw a line? You failed. It says around. Draw a line around the number or letter of this sentence. Did you circle the one? Maybe you're okay. But but it said or letter, so you could say no. I wanted you to draw a letter. Anyways, let's go to the next one, right? Number 2, draw a line under. You see? Draw a line under the last word in this line. So where do you draw the line? Do you draw the line under this one? No, then you fail. You fail. Because you're supposed to draw a line under the last word. You failed. You don't get to vote. You failed. Oh, did you draw a line under this word here? Did you draw a line like that? You fail. Because the last word in this line is here. Do you see what I mean? These tests are real tests, and they were given to black people in order to deny them voting. It really fucking happened. It really fucking happened. Jim Crow in the South. That's what they did. So technically, de jure, by law, everyone had the right to vote in Jim Crow South. Every black person had the right to vote. De jure, by law, every black person had the right to vote in Louisiana. But de facto, in fact, by fact, this test here stopped the black people from voting because they failed every time. Because there's no way to get this test right. There's no way. The test isn't designed to test your literacy. It's designed to test if you're black or if you're white. That's what the test is for. They call it a literacy test, but in actuality, it's a race test. Because if you're white, you can't fail. And if you're black, you can't pass. That's what I mean when I say pretext. Like, if the racists, the Confederates feel if they can put a pretext there, then that's it. You can't You can't go through the pretext. The pretext blocks you. The racists will tell you, oh, no, 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 no. It says here this is a literacy test. It's testing literacy. They're gonna make all sorts of arguments. We don't want people who are uneducated to vote. They won't even be able to read the names of the people they're voting for. Therefore, we're just making sure that we get a good representation. Right? They'll lie because they're putting up a fucking front. They're saying it's a literacy test. Bullshit. It's a race test. You know it, I know it, and the courts knew it, and they fucking struck that shit down. But it's coming back. They want to go back to exactly that kind of system. The racists, the Confederates, the billionaires. The billionaires are fucking racist. Like I had thought at first that billionaires would get over the whole race thing once they had, like once people had money, then it wouldn't matter. But apparently not, right? You read these Epstein files, and all these billionaires are racist as shit. They're fucking racist. Those billionaires are racist. And they're working out this giant global fucking eugenics program where the weak, quote quote, die off. And they cull down the human population to a healthier state, quote quote, a more manageable state, quote quote. Man, whatever. Because they never get culled, right? They're perfect. They're obviously the best. That's why they're billionaires. Oh my God, why would you ever want to cull a billionaire? Right? Right? Look at the fucking craziness in their brains. Look at the craziness in their brains. They're fucking narcissists. They're insane. And they're wrecking the planet. They're wrecking the world. They're wrecking our country. They're wrecking democracy. They're wrecking people's lives. People die because of these fucking billionaires and their psychosis, their narcissism. So what do we do as humans, right? I mean, because we know it's bullshit. We know it's bullshit. I mean, like, the thing is that there's a way more of us than there are of them. Way more of us than there are of them. So, I mean, it comes down to organization. Which I'm shitty at, right? I'm a hermit, dude. I don't ever leave the house. I barely leave the house. Like, I don't know, like, what made me into, like, a hermit. But, yeah, I don't leave the house anymore. So, like, I'm kind of like a hypocrite. By saying, oh, yeah, we should do something, guys. What the fuck are you doing? I mean, I go to protests and stuff. I call my senators and my representatives. I told them don't fund ICE or DHS. Shut it down. And I think I think we're in a partial government shutdown right now because the House has not been able to pass the bill. So Schumer got the Republicans to agree to split up the budget or the bill or something. So that changed the bill and that kicked it back to the House. And I was all big mad at Schumer for doing this because I thought that would be the end. But no, it has to go back to the House. And now the House, they can't pass. Like Johnson can't pass it. So now the government shut down, partial shutdown. One more. So it's even. Right? You have like 2 seconds to make a good impression on people before they fucking bail. Oh, this might not be a good spot because, like, well, I gotta work it out. I'll work it out. I'll work it out. Okay, let's see. How does this go again? Repeaters and redstone dust. Yes. Yes, yes. 15. Ha 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 ha. Okay. So you're going into the solid block down here, and it must be here. It must be there. It must be a solid block. Should I change it to wool so I can keep track of everything? Yes. Oh, I don't have any wool. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. Joke's on you, buddy. What? I got something else. I can use granite. Let's use granite. What else is going on today? Dude, it's so warm and it's February. And it's so warm. Our mountains have like no snow on them. It's gonna be a shitty fucking summer. It's gonna be a shit summer. It's so warm and the mountains have no snow on them. And it's February. We're fucked. We're fucked. I keep saying that. 'Cause it's true. Granite. I was gonna get granite. And then what else? I need another one. Andesite. Not stone. I need andesite. Andesite. Polished. Andesite. Does no one want to rant with me? Come on, dude. Rant with me. Someone rant with me. Rant! Rawr! Talking mad shit about Republicans. You want me to talk mad shit about people in real life? Like, these are real life. What are you talking about? Alright. We're going to use granite for the control panel. The control panel innards. Granite. Okay. Let me think. I believe there's a solid block over here. So, okay, how does this go? I need droppers. Fifteen droppers? Too bad, you get 9. Droppers. Alright, there we go. Running out of redstone here. So take my droppers. Okay. I think that's how it goes. I don't know, right? I should probably have checked. I should have checked first. Oh wait, no, I remember. Um, temporary blocks. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck that guy. What else is going on? I need to look. I can't look and fucking play Minecraft at the same time, dude. Come on, make up your mind. Sure. Oh, I need the hoppers. The hoppers, the hoppers. You forgot the hoppers. Let's see. Where can I get hoppers? I need 30 hoppers, man. That's a lot of hoppers. $62. Hey, that's pretty good. I'll take it. Nice. Um. Oh, I'm gonna go check my dishwasher real quick to make sure it's not stuck on something. I can't hear anything because of these headphones, man. I'm washing dishes. It's a pretty big load. I wanted to make sure the dishwasher was like still spinning, or if something fell through. Okay. Oh no, not here. What am I doing? You know what? I think I've messed up this whole thing. Ah, you messed up the whole thing, dude. Ah, I remember now. You messed up the whole thing. You fool. Like basically, I start out with Freelioth's. I'm pretty sure this is Freelioth's design. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is the one that has the dropper on it. And then this one has the dropper into it. Yes. So dark. You see right there, like the mouse is like stuck or something, like it wouldn't register the turn. Like there's nothing there, right? There's nothing physical. Okay. Like this thing is brilliant. This design. Ah. I didn't come up with this design. This front part was designed by a guy named Frillioth. And I just love this, I just love it. I love it. I love it. It's brilliant. Okay. And then I need... What do I need solid blocks back here? I don't know. I don't remember. Oh, I need those there. Those have to be there. Because that puts the signal out here. But then we want to read off of this guy up here. So we'll take these guys and be like, no! Someone jumped in for like a moment and then they left. Oh, I'm so sad. Damn it. Damn it! Damn it, I have no one to like discuss things with. Because I can't, it's hard for me to play Minecraft and discuss things at the same time. I do either one or the other. And like, I might be able to do it if I had like a co-host, but like, by myself, pretty tough. Of course, I don't know what kind of, who I'd get for a co-host on this. This is like kind of crazy. Who wants to be on a show with me, man? So I need comparator. 27 of them. Sure, whatever. Oh, I have copper. Oh, that's right, I have copper. What am I doing? I should use copper. You fool. Use copper. It's the obvious choice. Of course use copper. Man, I totally forgot about it. Like, under here too? Nah, just keep it like that. But I want to use copper for the rest. Here, yeah, get rid of it. I want to use copper. Copper. You get 2 colors for the price of 1. It's nice. copper platforms. So, what are those copper platforms? What are you talking about? What are you going on about? Dope. Wah, wah, wah. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. Too low, dude. You fucked up. It's supposed to be on the same level. You fucked up. Fuck Donald Trump. Abolish ICE. Abolish fucking ICE. Abolish it. Make it not here anymore. Abolish ICE. You fucking got rid of the Department of Education. You can get rid of ICE. So his design would use pistons. But I like well, okay, so then he does, yeah, then he does this neat little trick here, because you take the signal, you put it into a full block, and then you start throwing torches on it. Ha 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 ha. Redstone torches. Man, I don't have any sticks. Do I have any torches up there? Redstone torches. None. I am burning through my redstone. That's funny. Good thing I built this thing here. It's a little bit of redstone. Oh yeah, there's some there. Okay. Yeah, that's enough. Yeah, I got plenty. Plenty. Do anything neat? Yeah, okay. Okay. Back to the program at hand. So this is the nice way of doing it. Like, it's really nice. Freelioth, the first part is his. You gotta make man, I'm gonna run out of copper. I need to get more. I need to get more copper. Go get more copper. Yeah, it's kind of crazy how Donald Trump has like consumed everything. Well, I guess if you're not a target, you wouldn't you wouldn't feel it, but I think it's designed so that red state people don't feel it. Copper. I have hardly any copper. What are you talking about? No, I have lots of copper. Ha 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 ha. What I don't have is lots of lava. Did I run out of lava? Okay, I would say that's a pretty... Let me just dump this real quick here. Oops. I can't get it. Oh, I got it. Okay. Wow, I ran through a lot. Used a lot of lava. But the nice thing about lava is renewable. Ha ha ha. I love it. I love it. Okay. Okay. Nighttime. We can do the third person view to get an appreciation for yeah, my stuff. So I got my little farm. That's my chicken farm, auto chicken farm. This is some redstone stuff I was working on. That's just a redstone elevator. That's an auto crafter, a universal auto crafter. That thing goes up to my my farm, but I'm going this way. That's sugarcane. That's melon farm. Up there, that's my mob farm and my iron farm up there. And here I'm making a train station because I already have a train line that goes all the way to a village, way over there. But you can't see it because it's on the other side of the hill. So yeah, so I'm going to continue on the train station. So this train station was designed by a guy named Freelioth. The front part. The back part, it's by a guy named Ken from K1 Gaming on YouTube. But yeah, so I combined their two train stations into one. Into one magnificent piece of art. I love train stations in Minecraft. I don't know why. I just dig them. I dig them. Can you dig it? I only have 13. See, so I can show you sort of. I don't have enough. I need more. But here. Repeaters. All right. super easy design, and it's so nice. I can do it up there. Okay. All right. And then the buttons. I gotta finish it off then. Let me go get a couple more. 2 more. I have them up there. So I have a priest. I have 2 priests to trade all the rotten flesh I get. And then I turn around and get glowstone. Ha ha ha. Since you are a connoisseur of Minecraft, yeah, that's my mob farm up there. Right now, all the mobs are stuck in a... Ooh, there's one guy. Oh, see, you're in for a treat. There's one guy in there you can see is a villager, zombie villager. So let me show you. Let me show you. Will he survive? No, he didn't survive. So, anyways, yeah, the mobs come down. I kill them. Their drops go into this chest. If it's a zombie villager, I can save them. Like, I'll close it off. I'll isolate the villager. And then I'll press this button to open the door. The zombie sees the egg and tries to crush the egg, but falls into the trapdoor. Falls into this corner where I pick him up in the minecart and drop him down to the conversion chambers. Anyways, yeah. But I'm here for the glowstone. Glowstone. And there's my iron farm. The iron golems spawn right there. You saw them spawn. And I'll come over here and transform for me into iron ingots. And these guys just chill out, whatever, they do whatever. There's my zombie guy. Hey, zombie guy. I mean, if you want to see like the more redstone, the iron ingots and the poppies come along this pipe. The poppies get filtered out, and then the iron ingots come here to the autocrafter. Once I get 8 or 9, it turns into a block, gets popped into this guy, and then up this elevator to my little spot. Ha ha ha. It's all brilliant. Oh, he left. The person watching my film got bored of me explaining my cool redstone stuff. So they left. They left me all alone, gasping, wondering what it all meant. Did they ever care? Was it ever meaningful? Why was there a carrot there? What? Alright. So, there's no item. So I'm going to go in here and drop an item in each one of these. An item they would never have otherwise. So I'm going to put a glowstone. Why not? Glowstone are really expensive, but you know something's wrong if... So, when I put an item in the dropper here, what's happening is this comparator is reading it, puts a signal out to this redstone, which turns it off. That turns this one on, which sends a redstone light all the way over, or signal all the way over there. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. This thing is brilliant. Like, I don't know if you can make it any more compact, because they made that new block, the oh, what's it called? I don't know what it's the copper light bulb. They made the copper light, which is kind of cool, right? But like it's a T flip-flop right there. It's an easy T flip-flop. But like, how do you reset it? Like so right now, right? Like, okay, so shit. You know what? This is all wrong. It needs to go out more. Okay. Just off to the side. Right here. No, stop. Okay. Okay. There. Each one, it's all set up. Now it needs a reset button. This is all here. Do the reset on this side. This is all temporary. This is temporary. Repeater button. Okay. Now it's all reset. Now I should be able to. I don't have any stone. I hope wood buttons are okay. I hope. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Okay. It's working. That one's working. What's going on? Oh yeah, nice. Sorry, hold on. Let me just do this real quick. So my neighbor is offering me soup. I'm like, I can't give up soup. Come on, that's food, man. All right, I'm gonna press another button. Yes, yes, it works. It works. So now the selector panel part works. I got this design from Philioff. So essentially now, the way it's working is you can pick a button, it'll reset the other button, and then light up this one. So a signal is coming out the back of here, and that's the signal we're going to use to flip the tracks. Because now the back half that I make of this is going to be from another guy called Ken from K1 Gaming on YouTube. That's why I watched all his videos on trains and just kind of like memorized the parts and bent them to my own will. Let me sleep. Oh, wait a minute. She replied. Okay. Oh no, the person watching left. Oh well. Oh well. Oh well. How long have I been streaming? An hour. I have to do the back half, man. So how was I going to do the back half? Now it's getting kind of hairy. It's getting kind of hairy. Let's see. So I can pull a signal off of here. Well, off of either one, right? I can pull a signal off of here or off of here. So if I were a train track made out of cobblestone, where would I go? Like let's pretend here's the train track, right? This is the train track. Giving myself, I don't know how much room I need, but like that's the room I'm giving myself. Okay. I need to pull a signal off of this guy. So I would need another more copper slabs. All right. I've lost my only audience. So this isn't the way it's gonna be, because in order to cram all these things together, you need to split them between two different levels. So I'm doing it like this, but I'm gonna eventually cut them up because it can't be like this. And then this guy's gonna come out here. So the cobblestone is gonna be the tracks proper. I guess, right? I don't know how many. You can see there's going to be an issue here. Okay. And then the possibility, the probability of another set here. You see what I mean? The future, it is not set in stone. Okay. So the outlines should be taking shape. You either go on the top track or the bottom track. Well, and you got to figure out which one's going to be on, like, I mean, just go right here. Decide right now. This is the top now. No, this is the way it is. Okay. You're going to I'm like, can you put a redstone torch right here and go up? Like, I mean, yeah, you could. I don't know why. Why you want to. It doesn't do anything. So that would be powered, but like, I don't think I don't think it would change the. I think you need to hard power the turn here. For example, if I were turning, right, like, um, like, it wouldn't change the track by hitting it, would it? No. Because even though you got a redstone, you'd have to pull the signal out, drag it out, drag it out. It still has to come out. And at that point, then like, why even have the redstone there? Or like, and it's gonna switch back. And now it's down there. At that point, like, I mean, here, you can do it from here and then just go straight into a block. Or you can just, if you're rich, make more repeaters. But you're not rich. You're not rich. Sorry. So the cheapest way to do this would be let me think here. Yeah, that would be the cheapest way to do it. But that's so ugly. Like, that's what I'm trying to avoid is a redstone there. I want it, like, that's the whole point of having the block on it, so that you don't have that redstone. So it's just two ugly bits of redstone, that's all. Oh, wait, why is it flipped? Yeah, you want it flipped because if this is is this going to be the start? And that's going to be the end? I think so, because I don't want it like, I don't want the start like right here. I'd have the start in the middle, I guess. Like back here. And then you would pop out somewhere over here. Pop out in the front. So yeah, we'll flip it over if we have to. I mean, it's not a big deal. Okay, so this one, each one's separated. You gotta keep them separated. Right, right. And so it goes like that. Bah. Just a bit of redstone. Okay. Blinded by the light. Okay. You see, it all works the same. Ta-da! So you can switch off between this one up here getting flipped and then this one down here getting flipped. You see? Right there, flipped. No, this one? Really? Okay, so these ones are inverted up here, and those ones down there are not. So let me think. How do I invert the signal? Can I use redstone? No, that doesn't invert any signal. Oh, it works. It did work. It flipped. It is, but they're turned the wrong way. That's what I'm saying. These tracks are going to the left, and these tracks are going to the right, or whatever. So I need to get these two tracks on the same page. Right? Right? These guys want to go like that. And these guys want to go the other way. So, I think the easiest way to do this would just be to put one more torch up here. Okay. Right? But now I've flipped it to go the now this is no longer the entrance. Now this is the exit. Now this side's the exit. So I don't want it to be so this way is going to be the entrance. Well, if it's going to be underground, I don't think it really matters, right? This part, all this stuff here doesn't matter unless like it really gets in the way of stuff. It might, because like. Yeah, I don't know. It'll be close. It'll be tight, but I think we can do it. I think it'll be okay. All right. Okay. So this becomes the entrance now. It's gonna come from under here, and then it's gonna come up. So I gotta work this one out. How am I gonna do this? Okay. So then, right? So we have now we've separated the top and the bottom. Okay. We can like remove these. At the same time, we can, let's see, we already did. Okay. We need to go underneath. Can I pull a signal from this repeater down here? Probably. I bet you I can. Not there. Here. Here. Zombie boy. Zombie boy. What's up, zombie boy? Oh no. Okay. All right. So here. So we don't need it there. And we don't need this here. And we don't need that there. And we don't need this here. And just follow that pattern. Okay. Oh no. Man, these things are great. Okay. So I'm pretty sure I can pull a signal down. So if I put a signal, if I power this block here, it'll power this redstone, which will power this block. Okay, and then these are all repeaters. Comparators. I need a repeater. No repeaters. No repeaters. No repeaters. I burned through redstone, man, it's crazy. Talking smack. Who am I talking smack about? Republicans. Oh, they're dumb. I hate Republicans. I guess I can say that now, huh? Is that the way it is? That's how it's gonna be now? Yes, yes it is. I need stone to make repeaters. Need more than that. What did I run out of? Redstone. Torches. I told you, man, I burned through redstone. Crazy, crazy, crazy burning through redstone. What yeah, I can't do both, right? I can either play Minecraft or talk about stuff. I failed to talk smack about most anything because I've been doing this. All right, so there. Repeater. Repeater. This is ingenious. So if a signal comes over here, it'll hit this and then power this redstone and send the signal all the way down. If it comes here, this will not get powered. If it comes here, it will. It will not. It will. It will not. So that like determines whether or not you go up or down. Up or down. Doot 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 doot. Where's the turn at? Like, I guess it's gonna be over here. Oh, I don't have any more. Well, whatever. This is advanced or further down the line. I would need to work out everything else first. Like, what? Oh, I guess some of it slips through every once in a while. I should make more hoppers around that thing. I knew it! Alright, well, what am I looking for now? To rework that. So it's got to go down, and then that's the spot you need to like work on. I don't even know if that's even going to be the spot. Like, what if we send it out that way more? Like, it doesn't have to go here. It can be like, you can make the up or down determination way up front. I mean, I do it right there because that's how I learned how to do it. But like, I can move it. It doesn't have to be there. Like the panel has to look like this, kind of, more or less. But well, shit. How do I do this? You need more cobblestone. More cobblestone! I mean, really, what I'm gonna end up doing is going back through this and replacing almost every solid block that I can with a slab. Because why shouldn't this keep going down? Right? I mean, you're gonna be under this thing anyways. Yep. Like under here, right? I'm gonna hollow this out. See, you got the water elevator. Where's my glass? I need glass so I can see it. I can like properly contain it. What time is it? I got 20 more minutes, I guess. Then I gotta go. Then I gotta bail. Man, yeah. A lot of work for like 2 hours, I would think. If you fart as hard as you can, I'll sub forever. Man, if I fart as hard as I can, oftentimes that leads to a shart. And a shart would mean less time playing Minecraft because I gotta clean up myself, right? So, like, is a sub worth a shart? I don't know. I don't think so. You're welcome to, like, sub anyways. Or not. It doesn't matter. That's funny, though. That was interesting. Thanks. Like, I hadn't considered the implications of sharting. Like, would you shart for a sub? No! Glass. That's right. I wanted glass. Okay. That's funny. Like, are you Mr. Beast? Like, no. Are you gonna give me like a ton of money to like humiliate myself? No, then I don't want to do it. Yeah, but like you never know, right? That's the nature of pushing a fart. Like you can push it. But you never know if you push too far. Alright. How does this gonna work? Alright. That's glass. So this is glass right here. Okay. And then all that's glass, it looks like. And that'll be glass. Okay. Right? And so we're clear. Right. Come on, man! Don't you want a sub? A sub? All you have to do is risk a shart. No, I won't risk it. Like, what do you think I'm doing here, man? Like I'll talk to you about fucking like the fucking coup going on in the United States. Like that's some serious shit happening. People are dying and getting imprisoned. Like, I mean, it's fun, right? I like, you know, like not thinking about it sometimes. That's pretty cool. Because I think about it all the time. It sucks. It sucks. Hey, Enderman, you want to die? Just die! Oh, you've... He's like, I have the high ground now. Hide. There you are. Okay. Alrighty then. Man, I am filled with stuff. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was emptying out the dirt down there. I remember now. And I did. I emptied out the dirt. I want to put glass on that other side too. Why don't you tell me about yourself? Oh, to Lucas. He's like, I'm gonna go. I'm like, I didn't want to risk it. Well, I'm sorry I couldn't entertain you, dude. You provided like a prompt that was like ridiculous. I'm not AI. Like, what do you mean, man? Like, really? You came to a guy playing Minecraft and wanted him to fucking poop his pants? Dude, come on. But alright, that's cool. I don't blame you, dude. Right? Unless you're into Minecraft or into like world politics. It's not gonna, you know. I don't know, are you from another country other than the United States? Because I'm all about cultural, like, diversity and sharing your culture and shit like that. Tell me about where you're from. That'd be neat. Where are you from? He's like, that's too much work to like think and describe and type. It's like, I don't want to do it. I'm like, okay, that's cool. That's cool. I can respect the not wanting to do it. Alright. Now the elevator is contained. Don't dig there. Alright. Everything else is mine to control. Mine to control! But, here we go. May I reiterate, I said not to that extent, but I guess people think differently. We're no exception. Oh, I know, you probably just wanted a gentle fart, but the thing is if I didn't deliver a fart, I feel pressure to deliver a fart, right? That's the whole point. You're pressuring me to deliver a fart, and that, you know, that pressure could lead to a shart, and I don't want to do it. But that's cool, that's cool. We all got the things that we want, right? And you're like, I wanted to see some guy fucking shart, or at least try. And I'm like, I'm not even gonna try, because that's not what I'm about. I'm a guy playing Minecraft. And like, yeah, I'll discuss the fascist takeover of the United States, because to me that's interesting, right? Fuck Nazis. I hate Nazis. If you want to talk about how much you hate Nazis, then I'm all about it, right? Yeah, let's fucking go. But otherwise, ooh, that's a thing I have to watch out for too. Yeah, fuck Nazis. Every day, fuck Nazis. If you literally deny, I'll disappear. Deny what, man? Deny the desire to fart. I don't really have the desire to fart. If you would have caught me a little earlier when I was gassy, yeah, it would have worked. But like I'm not really gassy, so I'm not gonna even try. No. But you know, to each their own, I guess, right? That's what we're saying. Okay, so this is going here. It will eventually. Ooh, I might have to go mining for gold. There. Just coming together. If you literally deny, I will disappear. Literally deny. Not figuratively, not metaphorically, but literally deny. Oh! Alright. What's going on here, dude? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? So, where's the start going to be? This bed's in the way. The start will be... Man, no place to put the bed. Like in the middle, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're the middle, dude. Right here. Okay, and we're going to use copper. Copper. This far back? Far back enough? Yeah, that's enough. Okay, so this will be a dispenser. That's a dropper. That's a dropper. Dispenser, right here. Ooh, a sticky pistons, yeah. Dropper, I'm gonna need droppers eventually. So here, yeah, okay. So take the dispenser. Dispenser. Right there. No, too far down. And I do need it up one more. What were you thinking? What were you thinking? I'm sorry. Okay, what do we got here? Whatever. I don't really know if you get my point. I'm actually going now. Okay, man. Hasta la vista. We all gots to go where we gots to go. We gots to do what we gots to do. I won't sweat you. You don't sweat me. We are excellent and free. Free to be who we want to be. No, wrong way, wrong way. And the guy finally left. What was I supposed to do? He demanded of me a biological yeah, a biological thing. I didn't have it in me to even try. I just quit. I just gave up. I didn't even try to win his what's it called? His viewership. What am I? It's like, am I even a streamer that I won't debase myself for the possibility of a subscription? Oh my goodness. Why won't you debase yourself for a subscription? Oh, I'm out of tracks, huh? I'm out of like... Damn, dog. You fucking burned through your shit so fast. Okay, so what's gonna happen is it's gonna go down. And I'm gonna need to get, here. We got the droppers, right? The dropper. Okay, now they're both going up in there. So all I would need here is another hopper into there. But that's for another time. What time is it? It's 4 more minutes until I've hit the limit and I can go. I can go. Like, the only person keeping me here is me. Alright, my train station is coming along. Like, I'll get to the rest of it later. It's not like it's moral imperative. But I can replace some stuff with slabs. Because slabs look nice, man. See, it looks nice. Yeah, I need more tracks. That's right. Yeah, a bunch more Jeffrey Epstein documents came out. Donald Trump, well, a fuck ton of people are involved in it. Like, way more than I thought. It's like insane how big their reach is. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump every day. Fuck Donald Trump. Ooh, that's a lot of powered rail. Nice. Yeah, think about all the people. Think about the people that brought us to this position, this point. Like, do they know what they were doing? Do they even care? Well, all right. I'm gonna go now for real. Yeah. Like, I don't even have to turn. I can just like go straight down, man. Like right after this, be like right after this, straight down. I guess literally straight, right? I can make both of these stop here and go straight down into another track and go that way. That's probably the smart way to do it. It'll, yeah. Where do you pop out? I guess over here, right in front. Oh no, you pop out over here. Anyways, okay, I'm good. Have a nice night. Stop. Oop, stop.